Ben Provisor, Bill Farrell champion. How'd you feel up there?
Felt good. You know, nice to make 80 kilos again. You know, kind of stunk my folk style season. Didn't really even kick off. So got back into the Greco season, and it's nice. I get to go to Pan Am's. Hopefully, win there, get some seeding points for Worlds, and move on from there.
Let's talk about that. You're a rookie again, Grandview University. How'd that first season go?
I mean, it was a little tough adjusting. I was injured when I first got to the season. I had a torn RCL, and I had a tear in my shoulder, so I had to get PRP shots. But college is awesome. I mean, I love my team. The guys are very open. Obviously a lot of guys around my weight, a lot of times probably would have a hard time me coming in the room, but everybody on the team's been great. Coach Mitchell, Grant, Turner, all of our guys are, some of the best in the world. Best that Coach Mitchell gets me fired up for wrestling. And I'm so blessed that, even though I didn't really take too much of a recruiting trip to him, just so blessed that I ended up at Grandview.
You're a two-time Olympian already. When you have those credentials going into college, do the teammates take notice of that and ask you questions?
I mean, I definitely think this year was pretty serious. Since we had lost last year, everything was pretty serious. We were really trying to get that national title back. But definitely you can see, I know Mitchell and Coach Mitchell said this a lot, that there's just a different focus with our team this year. And, if I have something to do with that, that's great. But realistically, I'm just trying to be the best teammate, and best mentor I can for these kids, and, move on from there into my coaching opportunity.
How do you balance schoolwork and Greco? If you're continuing to try to make teams, how do you balance that all?
I honestly think schoolwork's not that hard. Going to class, being a participant, in the class and actually doing the homework. I think school is pretty easy. I should have got a 4.0 last semester. I got a 3.8. So just continuing to work hard. I mean, it's like wrestling. I think now that I went back to college, I have a lot better appreciation just because I lived my life. I understand what people want, and I can communicate really well with my professors. So college is fun, and like I said, I'm just very blessed that I ended up at Grandview.
If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you just a quick question about that match. So you're going into the second period, and it's a tight match, 2-1, pretty physical match there.
Yeah.
Got a little nasty, but your positioning seemed really solid in that second period. It didn't seem like you ever were put in much danger. Can you speak a little bit about how your training has set you up?
I mean, honestly, like I know guys, especially in the United States, they don't want to get in too many like wrestling exchanges with me, because most of these guys I've practiced with for a long time and we know each other. So I think a lot of guys in the U.S. understand if they try to wrestle me in a physical match or try to actually like out-technique me, they're gonna get beat pretty badly. Where most of the guys that I wrestle now just try to like stay out of positions and hand fight. That's pretty much all he does. So honestly, not really worried about anybody in the United States scoring on me. And if they want to come into a wrestling position, I know I'm going to win it. So, I mean, just staying focused, staying inside in those matches. And I know he's going to be physical, he's in good shape, but I don't think there's anybody in the United States that can score on me. And ask our college guys. It's real hard to score on me in Greco. I know to be a world champion that my defense needs to be on point for everybody, so I can defend everything. So that's sort of how I wrestle a little bit. I always defend first, and then if I see openings, I try to take them.
Speaking of defense, your part 2 defense looked really solid there. Has that been a big point?
Yeah, I mean, in the United States, in the same positionally as the feet, I feel on top and bottom I'm really good, and people try to lift or throw me, I think I can win all those positions. I would have liked to get on top in that match. I feel like I could turn them pretty easily, but I think I did an okay job defending. That was my first time going down since Worlds, so it felt pretty good.
All right, thanks.
Cool. Thank you.